This is the final video, part 4 of my review on John Carter's Simpler Trading. The first thing I need to do is make a correction from my last video. I stated that my emails were not answered over a 2-week period. Actually, my email was answered after 7 days and it was just lost in my junk folder. So to set the record straight, my email was answered, and in the email I asked to change my membership from the gold membership to the small account membership. And the short answer was no, they aren't able to do that. But the guy in the email was willing to set up a complimentary month to make up for any confusion. He also stated that there is no area, no consolidated area to find John's P&L. And then went on to write that there is no established minimum account size when following John's alerts. So I have to say I am satisfied with the response in terms of answering my questions in customer service. Now, I was approached via email from one of John's representatives. She was very cordial and asked if I needed anything in order to aid me in my review. So I recognize this is both a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, it's good because I can gain direct access with my questions, and these are questions that I think most students might not ask. But it is a bad thing because it's a separate experience from the normal student. But however, I decided to take advantage of my access and ask a few questions. In the email, she mentioned I had questions about John's Squeeze Pro indicator in my video, and she offered it for free for my evaluation. And I took her up on that offer. Now, second, I asked to see John's P&L. So I'll get to that a little bit later. So I spent about 6 to 8 hours learning and understanding the Squeeze Pro indicator. This indicator is designed to identify when to enter a stock, and the expectations are that the stock is going to move more than the statistical probabilities have implied after this indicator fires. When combined with other indicators, it's also designed to pick the direction that the stock will actually move. Now, the first thing I did was spend about 20 to 30 minutes placing the indicators on my toss charts. And that is a class in itself, but I have some experience, so it was pretty easy for me. Now, John says the Squeeze Pro indicator fires about 20% of the time, leaving 80% of the time sitting and waiting for it to happen. And the thing is, if you have multiple stocks on your watch list, then you can find opportunities more often. After going through the Squeeze Pro indicator, I found 12 rules to follow in order to apply it. And as far as the criteria for the trigger or opportunity for it to appear, I found 2 of the rules to be relatively subjective. But I think that once you create your own style, you can make these rules objective. And one of the major objective decisions is how to play the indicator. In other words, what type of trade structure do you want to use? You can buy or sell a stock. You can go long option premium. You can use a more advanced, what I call old school options trade structure, like an iron condor or butterfly. Or you can go short option premium. Now, choosing a trade structure is what John does, and this is what makes him a more advanced trader, in my opinion. Now, my take on this is that he should take advantage of the edge when using options and sell premium. So my next question was, well, like, how effective is this indicator? So my first thought was, to backtest it myself. But then when I realized that trying to track 12 variables and maybe even 25 different stocks, I mean, this was a gigantic task. And maybe if I was a good code writer and I had access to all the historical data, I could do it. But I am not. Just becoming a code writer, doing all that kind of stuff, I think that's a profession all in itself. But if I was one of the creators of the indicator and tracked it every day, like John, I'm sure I would have had years of backtest results. So of course I emailed the representative and asked for the backtest results. She said they don't have any. And that's really too bad, because it would be a good thing to know if the indicator has a better than 50-50 win rate. and what the average move is that's made beyond the average true range as this indicator is supposed to do. So, well, I guess the next best way to figure out if this indicator can work is to look at John's P&L. I already asked for John's P&L, and the representative actually sent over his 2020 P&L. And it's a real P&L, and John has made well over $15 million this year. And I have to respect the fact that he shared his P&L and the fact that he is profitable in 2020. Now, was he profitable in 2019 or 2018 or 2017? I don't know. But his 2020 was so good that even if he had losses over the last 3 years, he probably made up for all of that and then some. Another thing I notice about John is that I believe he is a veteran trader, and some of the stuff he says leads me to believe that he's a veteran. One thing he said that I thought was funny, actually, but true, was that stop losses are just there to provide liquidity to computer-generated trading systems. He also said something I agree with, which is that it is a bad idea to be directional through earnings. And based on listening to him teach and analyze, it is obvious that he is a very experienced trader. Now, next I'm going to get into what happened over the last week and the results in my account following John. Today is Monday, December 7th, day 16 with John Carter's alert service. In about, 3 hours after the market opened, I realized that I had not received any alerts. And I thought, what's going on? Because normally I get about 10 alerts a day. They're not all from John. John, he's probably the least amount of alerts. There's probably like 5, 6, 7 people on there sending out alerts. And, John sends his out every once in a while, so I kind of have to filter through those. But 3 hours into the market open, I'm sitting here with no alerts. And I'm like, what's going on? So I go into the app, and it's kind of stagnant, like it's not working. So I had to log off and log back on, and then lo and behold, there was probably like 5 alerts there, and one of them was from John. And John said to open two Tesla positions. And well, I got these alerts late, and it has to do with the technology I think that John's using with that app. I'd rather just get alerts from a text from an actual phone number. I think they're just more accurate and quicker and easier. But here's one of the downfalls to using that app is that I didn't get this text on time or these alerts on time. And so when I ended up paying these prices, I had to make a decision. I either was going to put in an order and hope that I got filled at a much better price that John got, or I was just going to go ahead and get these orders filled. So I let them sit for a while, for a couple hours, and they never got filled. So I just decided, I better just go ahead and fill these. I decided I'm going to fill this one, and then I decided about 30 minutes later or so, I better fill this one. So I figured, well, the best thing to do to track John is to actually get the orders filled, even though they were not nearly as good of fills as what he got. But I don't think that's my fault. But anyway, so there were 2 opening trades for Tesla today, and you can see kind of how we did here, down $565, and our P&L, which is accurate, is $30,108. So there you have it for day number 16. Today is Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. This is day 17 with John Carter's alert service. And you can see that we opened up quite a few trades. Typically, John likes to trade early in the morning and then late, or I should say early right after the market opens, and then late just as the market is closing. This Tesla trade here and this one here was actually something that John wanted to trade yesterday, but I didn't see the alert because something was wrong with my app, and so my app wasn't updating. So I had to erase my app and then reinstall it, and now it is working properly. But I went ahead and put those Tesla trades in. They're a little bit off Didn't get quite as good as a price as John, but they're close enough. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but maybe I'm 98% there. But so far, you can see that for today, we opened up, well, if you include the two from yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. We haven't closed anything. We didn't close anything today. And our balance is $30,825. That means we're up about $5,800 so far since starting the service. So there you have it for day 17. Today is Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. This is day 18 with John Carter and his alert service. And we can see what happened today. We had two trades. They were both closing trades. We closed the GME, and let's see how we did there. Pretty much broke even. And we closed this CHWY. That one we pretty much broke even on it. Now we can also see here what happened today. The account is down pretty good. I mean, that's a big move, a big down day. I mean, you got a $25,000. I mean, that's a 10% move right there, or 8% move, something like that. That's a lot of volatility. It is what it is. That's the way John trades. I've read a lot of comments in my videos about people that have traded with him, and they talk about how he likes to take a lot of risk. Anyways, P&L, $28,396, and there you have it for day 17. Today is Thursday, December 10th, day 19 with John Carter's alert service. You can see that we opened up two trades today, one on Lululemon, one on Netflix. And the P&L for the day is up pretty good. On a $25,000, $30,000 account, that's a significant move. There's a lot of volatility, P&L volatility. That's one thing I just kind of jumps out at me about how John trades. Now the P&L is $29,983, so up around $5,000 on a $25,000 account in almost 4 weeks. That's really good. And so there you have it for day 19. Today is Friday, December 11th, 2020. This is day 20 with John Carter's alert service. And today we closed out a lot of positions here. Everything that was pretty much expiring today, we closed them out. And you can see the P&L for the day pretty much broke even. Now this is the last day that I'm going to be going over this course. So we're going to look at a few things here. Let's look at how many stocks we traded. Looks like we traded about 39 underlyings. And you can see the P&L down pretty much even, up, even, down. This one up, made a few hundred. I mean, it's like let's see, how many of these were down? And I'll count the ones that are down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, some of these are even. I'd say probably out of the 40, let's say, he probably was up on, I don't know, 25, quite a bit. It's not too bad of a record there. Let's take a look at the P&L and do a couple calculations, because we started a month ago approximately, or 4 weeks ago, with $25,000. Now we have $30,473. So 30,473 minus 25. It's $5,473 in profit divided by 25,000. Did about 22%, which is really good in a month. That is fantastic. Now, I don't know if this could happen every month, but for sure over the last month, John picked some winners, and the winners outpaced the losers for sure. So there you have it for day 20. John Carter is definitely not a scam. His support responded to my emails. His performance during the period that I reviewed him was fantastic. This review does come with a heavy warning that just because I made money during this review does not mean you will make money following John in the future. However, if you are not afraid of large P&L swings in your trading account and you like the big upside possibilities, then John Carter's alert service is for you. The fact that he shared his P&L and that he had a tremendously profitable year, I mean, he made enough money in 2020 to most likely make up for years of prior losses. So even if I don't agree with his trading philosophy, that does not mean others can't embrace it. Therefore, I recommend John Carter's alert service for traders that like high risk, high reward trading. And I provided an affiliate link in the description below if you want to sign up for his alert service or one of his courses. Also, if you're interested in the way that I trade options, I provided a free proprietary course, and you can sign up for that course with the link in the description below.